Hello, I'm Mark Anderson with Stop the Press's news and commentary. Thanks for listening to this latest broadcast. And I'm with David A. Frank in South Bend, Indiana. How you doing, Dave?
Hey, Mark. Good to see you.
And I've been doing a lot of research into global cities and things like that, where mayors are becoming more and more part of the power structure and working on control of the governmental structure from the bottom up, not just the top down. And it seems that South Bend, Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg is part of this growing system. But at any rate, much more democratic system, a populous, people-centered solution seems to be at hand. And Dave Frank here, who has a website, onevoicenow.org, has been working on this for a considerable amount of time and refining it. And Dave, what I understand is that you would seek to make a democratic populist media and a democratic populist voting system. We'd have to, ironically, democratize our voting system. Who knew, right?
Right.
And actually make it work for the people. How would this work? I understand it involves using PBS, public television, building a database, and fixing our communities. How does that work?
Well, Mark, basically what we want to do is we want to use our local public broadcasting station that's owned by We the People. It started back in 1969. We thought it was going to broadcast the public, but unfortunately it's been used for antique roadshow, cartoons, and silly things. What we want to do is use that as our communication tool here in our community to give everyone a real and equal voice on the issues affecting their lives. What we want to do is we want to change the format and use our local public broadcasting station as our local issues TV, radio, and internet channel. It will be simulcast over the radio and live streamed over the internet, and it will be the communication tool in our community to allow people, when they have ideas to make education better, they'll present it directly to the community over the TV, radio, and the internet. Environment, taxation, whatever it is, you'll be able to present your ideas right to the community. We'll debate your ideas because we want people to be educated on these different ideas.
Things that need fixing, or maybe they don't need fixing, but things that could be new innovations. Keep
Absolutely.
going.
And we'll play these ideas over our community TV, radio, and internet channel for a period of days. And anybody that's interested in any of these issues can vote with any touch-tone phone. Your call will go into a community database. It will have your ID number and PIN number. It'll ask you for that. It'll ask you what issue number you'd like to vote on. Press 1 for yes, 2 for no. Count your vote, block you out from voting more than once, and we can now have decisions in our community made of the people, by the people, and for the people, the way our founders wanted them to be made.
Everything from upgrading the schools, rebuilding roads and bridges. It could be
healthcare,
water systems,
environment,
sewer systems.
Absolutely. All these things that we, the people, care about that make our society civilized today. Unfortunately, as most of us know, those monies are not being appropriated to really benefit the people. They're being used to benefit political cronyism. And what we want to do is we want to take back control of our communities using this communication technology to give everybody a real and equal voice.
Yeah, otherwise it seems to me that all the divisiveness of the mainstream media in conjunction with the rather undemocratic voting system we have creates frustration. People carry it out in the form of violence. They carry it out in the form of civil unrest. And this would give them a fresh and workable and applicable way to vent or carry their passions forward and actually rebuild their communities rather than resorting to civil unrest and things like that.
Absolutely. And we're starting to realize that when you have a dysfunctional system in place, you have dysfunctional leadership in place. And when you have dysfunctional leadership in place, you have a dysfunctional society in place. And these are the symptoms that you're referring to. And all we've got to do is fix our system. Our founders told us in the Declaration of Independence that it's not only our right, but our duty to change the system when it gets bad. And we're now working 190 days out of 365 days to pay taxes. And those tax monies are not going to benefit we the people. This will give us the voice so that we can do it nonviolently to take back our community and our country the way our founders did back in the 1700s.
JFK said if you make it impossible to resolve things democratically, you're guaranteeing a violent reaction.
And that's what's going on. You can look at just about any community around the country, around the world today, and you see that we have chaos. And what this will do is the opposite of violence is communication. This is the communication tool that we need in every community to start resolving our issues. I mean, think about it. We're voting on American Idol. We vote on Dancing with the Stars, CNN, Fox. Why aren't we voting on our tax monies? Why aren't we voting on our health care, our education system, our infrastructure, whatever it is? Why aren't we the people doing that? What this does is it empowers all of us to have a real and equal voice on the issues affecting our lives.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you, Mark.
And your website again is onevoicenow.org,
Yes,
correct?
it's voicenow.org/video. Check out the video, check out the problem and solution page. It's the blueprint that you need in your community to get busy so that you, the people, can start fixing your communities.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next time. I'm Mark Anderson with Stop the Presses News and Commentary.